Pay less out of pocket when you're in an accident. Here's what most drivers forget. I'm Connor Lind with Northeastern Insurance, and I'm here with
Jerry at Mohawk Collision Center.
We're going to talk a little bit about auto insurance and the keys to an important policy and the ins and outs of insurance in the collision world. So the two major portions of the auto insurance policy are your liability and physical damage coverage. Liability covers you for bodily injury and property damage. This covers you if you are at fault for an accident, while your comprehensive and collision fall under physical damage coverage. It covers you for more act of God things, such as hitting an animal, fire, theft, water damage, and so on. Jerry, what are some common things you see where people thought they may have been covered, but they really weren't?
One of the main areas is people only have liability coverage and they think they've got collision. They hit another person, they find out at the time of going to have their car repaired that they don't have coverage on their own vehicle. Their liability will cover the other parties, but they would have to pay out of pocket for their own.
It's extremely important to review your policy with an agent because the New York State minimum for liability is only $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident. And the big key here is the minimum for property damage is only $10,000. So if you're carrying these state minimums and you are at fault in an accident with, say, a Porsche, you're gonna be on the hook for whatever is over that $10,000 of coverage.
Another thing that a lot of people believe they have on their policy is rental coverage. Before COVID, the average time of repair took about 10 or 11 days. Now we're looking at approximately 20 days. There are still supply chain issues and things like that, and just the way claims are processed have changed. So it's extended the time period. So you want to have a minimum of at least 30 days rental coverage on your policy, because that can add up pretty quickly. One of the other scenarios we see is people believe they have a policy that covers for original factory parts. You may have a brand new 24 vehicle, but the policy that you purchased from the insurance company may only include aftermarket parts and typically are not of the same quality and of the same standard of the new factory parts from the manufacturer.
Some companies offer it and others do not, so it's important to ask your agents which ones do offer it and if they can get you a policy where you are covered.
If you have any further questions on those, please feel free to reach out to myself at Mohawk Collision Center or Connor at Northeastern, and we'll be able to walk you through your entire policy and answer any questions that we may have missed during this episode.